Honda is finally giving us a glimpse of the 2023 sixth generation. Guys, can you believe 6 generations of the CR-V already? Let's get into it. Over at the Honda newsroom, all new 23 Honda CR-V is rugged and ready for life's big adventure. And if you remember last week, Honda gave us, well, I guess it could have been just a few days ago at this point. Anyways, they gave us a little glimpse of their future. They also gave us a kind of a sneak peek of their upcoming EV, the Prologue, co-produced with General Motors. And what we have now is the here and the now. We're not a year or two from now in 2024 when they come out with that EV. This is the hybrid CR-V, a new hybrid. Let's read into it. Rugged and sophisticated design, increased versatility. I wonder what that means. Is it going to be bigger? Is it going to have 3 rows? I mean, we'll see. A more advanced hybrid system. Heck yeah. Currently, we have a 212 horsepower hybrid system. It's not quite as efficient as, let's say, the RAV4 hybrid. And it should allow for sportier driving experience and more capability. So they don't say that it's going to be more fuel efficient, but if it keeps the same efficiency, it's more fun to drive, has more power, a little bit more electric zip to it, I'm all for that. More information on the all-new 23 CR-V will drop this summer as Honda continues the year of the SUV. In about 3 weeks from now, I'll be heading to the West Coast to drive the all-new HR-V. Excited for that. So make sure you're subscribed, smash the like button for the new CR-V, but I will be driving the new CR-V later this year, more than likely. Don't know where the media drive is going to be or anything. I think it's a little early at this point. It is going to have to come out by the end of this year. We're also supposed to get like a new Pilot as well by the end of this year. So Honda's got a lot of things in the oven that are about ready to go ding. HR-V being the first one. We're also supposed to get a new Civic hybrid as well, all new Civic hybrid technology. It's probably the same system that we see over in Europe, and I'm okay with that. And rest in peace, Insight, but no, I don't think anyone's going to be too sad that you're going away because you were just kind of a Civic hybrid to begin with. Okay, it's time to go over the images. We kind of have this lattice pattern, a unique glossy pattern here. Of course, the Honda badge, but the Honda badge doesn't seem that big. I'm used to seeing the massive Acura badge on those vehicles. We have a slim daytime running light on top, and we have our nighttime lights underneath of that. If we go a little bit lower, we have some parking sensors, and it's hard to tell down here. It almost looks like active aero, which is a complete possibility, especially with a hybrid that you would have shutters to increase the slipperiness of the vehicle to make it a little bit more aerodynamic. This is also unexpected, this little piece here. Not sure, I doubt it's functional, but it's, who knows, maybe in certain trims a fog light could go there. It's really hard to say. We keep going on the back end. We have those iconic D-pillar taillights here that go vertical, the very Volvo-esque. And it looks like this is going to be a typical incandescent bulb instead of an LED bulb for the blinker, but these rear taillights do look good. We have a traditional wiper over here, and look, the all-wheel drive is underneath the windshield wiper. And if I remember right, the first or second gen CR-Vs had all-wheel drive on the window as well, so that might be a little throwback. And the defrost pattern here is squares, so maybe this is specifically for the rear wiper, like a de-icing system for the rear wiper, which looks like it to me because those squares end, and then we go back to the lines above it for the rear windshield de-icer. Going down here, here's the new CR-V hybrid logo. Looks good. They're not ditching the blue. I'm okay with that. I like the blue accent for the hybrid logo. A little bit lower here, we have some parking sensors, reflector, fake exhaust tips, which is kind of par for course. And this is the same sort of design that's on the front. If we go back to the front, it's not the exact same shape, I don't believe, but it gives a similar vibe, right? A continuity between the front and the rear with this sort of aluminum outline. And it looks like we have a little diffuser at the bottom. And then we're going to go to the next image, is just a kind of a close-up on the CR-V. And the next image is another close-up on the CR-V logo. And I think it's time to head to the leaks that happened. Now that the cat's out of the bag over at Motor One, this has been up for a while. I didn't report on it May 18th, so 5 days ago at this point. And these images came out of China. And if you remember the Chinese model, let's say of the Integra, based off the Civic, right? The Chinese model of the Honda Civic gets an Integra, if that makes sense. But the styling is way different than the Integra that we get here in the States. Grille pattern looks the same. The headlights look the same. This cutout here on the front bumper looks the same. And the rear looks the same. Now, what is different, at least on this model, and it could be because it's not a hybrid, are those little aluminum shapes at the edge of the bumper down here. And also, if you look at this overall design, this is very Integra. Now that you think about it, right? The bottom of the bumper of the Integra kind of has these wide lines that go up, kind of like wings at the end. So the new CRV is getting that sort of design as well. We can look at the back here of the CRV. Yes, we're going to get lots of ads, even though I have ad blocker up for this site, but whatever. Anyways, the rear of the vehicle, these are the taillights that we just saw. Of course, we're not going to have Chinese figures on the back for the letters, but no mention of all-wheel drive on this model. And this one, since it's not a hybrid, it actually has physical exhaust enclosures. You can tell because you can see the floor through them, but we don't have actual exhaust tips. It doesn't look like, which is kind of par for course. 360 camera on this Chinese model, no surprise there. And then we have two different wheel designs. I don't know if we're going to get two of these same size wheel design. I think one might be for front wheel drive, one might be for all wheel drive. Again, who knows which wheel design will be coming here stateside, if not both. And I think that kind of sums up the images that we got coming from the Chinese market. Now ours might have slightly differences, small differences with the bumper, interior options, etc. But overall, exterior, interior should look pretty same. We don't have any images of the interior quite yet. So are you excited for the new CRV? I absolutely am. I'm really excited to see what this new hybrid system is all about. The old one was good, and it was definitely, and this reigns true with like the Accord hybrid, is that they're really efficient and drive a lot like EV cars in town, especially not when you're pressing them hard, because when you press them hard, there's a big lag. So hopefully these are a lot more responsive than what would they have currently on the market. A little bit more fuel efficient would always be nice, but responsiveness and sportiness is important because heck, if it's already getting around 40 miles per gallon, just give us a little bit more oomph, a little bit more boost, a little bit more responsiveness. I don't want to be waiting around for this system to come together to give me that response. It's very different than Toyota's hybrid systems or even Hyundai's hybrid systems with responsiveness. But anyways, I'm going to end it there. If you enjoyed today's video, smash the like button, subscribe for more Honda news. I will be giving you HRV hands-on in about a month or so. Don't know exactly when that embargo ends, but I will be driving it sometime mid to late June. And then also this CRV later in the year, possibly with a Pilot. And maybe the Civic Type R, the new Civic Type R in the 11th generation. A lot of stuff coming from Honda. It's awesome time to be a Japanese car enthusiast. Also, in just about a week from now, I'm heading to Plano, Texas for ToyotaCon HQC. So a lot of things coming down the hatch for the Japanese automakers. Make sure to stay tuned. Catch you in the next one. Thanks so much for watching. As always, peace out.